My name is Mira. Since joining YouTube a little more than a month ago, I have been peeling away the clutter from my house and from my life. Now we are working on this area, which is on the other side of the TV, and it's right next to the back door. This was a big pile of mishmash, miscellaneous stuff. And I started off at the top of the pile. I have gone ahead and added some tape. It's marking the edges of the pile so that when we get to the end, you'll be able to see like how far that pile spread. Now, first we start with just a bunch of junk, and it turns out that was a bag of trash. It was complete trash. I don't know why I stuck it on the top of that, but there it was, and it's just going to go out. There was a little piggy bank that I got during some work event, and there were a few plastic numbers that I got when I did birthday pictures with my two boys. So those are going to go out too. Now I'm trying a new angle, and I'm really sorry. I hope it isn't too jarring. I've got my camera on a stand that hangs around my neck. I'm going to try and make it a little less bouncy, but meanwhile, let me know if you like this perspective. So I'm coming across things like camera equipment. I am definitely keeping that. Here is some money. I think this was a garage sale money that I did. I don't even know when. I found some envelopes with various stuff in them. A lot of crafting stuff, so much crafting stuff. That whole box probably could have gone into my craft room. But anyway, this I got from a friend. I think I might be able to get a few bucks out of that figurine. I don't know. That dog bandana I definitely like. I'm going to wash it and keep it. These are some more crafting stuff. I'm keeping some of it, but I also am going to try and sell some of the others. Here we have a Deadpool cup, a couple of magnets inside. I'm going to get rid of the Deadpool cup. There was a can opener and the water bottle. I didn't really like that water bottle, so it's going to donation. This is a audio tape player, and I am going to keep that because there are one or two audio tapes I want to keep. More crafting stuff. Oh my goodness, so much crafting stuff. But I was pretty proud of myself that a lot of the stuff I am going to donate or sell. Now, that Daryl Dixon figurine I am going to keep. Some other little bits and bobs. This is a nice little note from a friend, so I'm going to keep that. I'm a scrapbooker. I'll just scrapbook it. And here we have some scrapbooking books. We'll donate those. So much random goober in these boxes. This is why I call boxes like this a box of doom, because you just never know. You'll get there's always a lot of trash in the bottom. And we'll get to that. Okay, I'm really sorry for these camera angles. I am still learning with this contraption that I got. Okay, so I've got a bit more things that I can put in the crafting bin. I'm going to put those 3D glasses in the donate pile. And then a lot of this at the bottom is just trash, so I'm going to get rid of that. Here's a little lint roller. And I took off the outer edge because that got pretty dusty, and I'll use up the rest. I actually ended up using the lint roller later on in the video. The ice cream scoop can be donated. This random cord can go with all of my other random cords. Here's like a little itty bitty tripod. I don't know how to use that, but anyway, now I have an empty box that I can use to put things I donate. Now, here's the sad thing. I lost some footage in this video, so you don't see me clearing out some of this stuff that you see with the arrows. I'm so sad about it. But I wanted to tell you a little bit about what went, what stayed, etc. So that top basket has a bunch of pins in it. It's a collection of pins that you can like button onto a jacket or something. I have a project in mind for that, so I'm going to set the basket aside. I will go through those pins. Everything is going to be sorted through because I just have too much stuff. And that poor little blanket that is at the bottom of those boxes, I did end up tossing that. I loved that blanket. It served me very well for very many years, but now it is dusty and I know it has some dog pee on it, so I am just going to throw it away. That box says to be shredded, but it actually didn't contain that many papers. There were instead a lot of like small gaming things. There was a karaoke machine. I don't use it much, so I am going to let that go. I let go of a lot of the gaming things as well. So now we're going to jump back into some footage. I'm getting rid of that big old box because it was a box of paper. Yay! I just barely finished going through like 3 boxes of paper and now I have another one. Well, it is what it is. This box has a lot of CDs and some DVDs in them. I do play CDs in my car, so if I'm going to play them in my car, then I'm keeping them. This one, I couldn't even remember what the music sounded like, so I'm getting rid of that. I'm keeping some older CDs as well that I don't feel like they are on Spotify, but I am going to be able to let more of these go. So that was pretty nice, and it's all going in boxes to donate. Journey, well, that's staying in my car, yes. I couldn't get rid of the Yo Gabba Gabba. Yes, my niece is 14 now and does not listen to that, but I just have such great memories of listening to those and dancing with her, so I'm gonna keep those. And here we go, moving on. I'm putting that little book into the little free library. I'm keeping this Murder Most Horrid VHS and also this wrecked looking audio tape. Now, the VHS I'm just keeping because I want to look up the series and see if it's available on streaming. Here's the thing, even if it's not, I don't have a VHS player right now, so I'm gonna have to get rid of it anyway. But I just want that reminder. Now I'm coming across several books on CD, and those I'm keeping for now because I want to go through them all at once. And I do have a place in my house for them in a different room, so I'm putting those in there. Coming across lots of audio tapes, and I'm getting rid of those. So many things. Gosh. Brought up some good memories, though, to look at them. Okay, now here's something. It says fun to be around. This might have been a gift, and I almost kind of regret letting it go, but I did let it go because I can't remember where I got it, and I'm trying to let go of things. So, anyway, hopefully I won't think about it too much because looking at it now makes me a little bit sad. Now, I have looked into places that might recycle things like audio tapes and VHSs, and I cannot find them. Those are more books for the little library, a leash from Cupid. The Three Musketeers, which I don't know why I'm keeping because, like I said, I cannot play it on anything, but I'm keeping it for now. But as I mentioned, I did look into finding a place where I could recycle these that I, recorded myself, but there is no place that I can find, at least no place near me, so unfortunately I do have to toss those. The pre-recorded ones I am of course donating, so there is that. Okay. Lots of old tapes. For a while, I did record a bunch of them. I used to have a VHS and DVD recorder so I could play on the VHS and record onto DVD, but eventually that broke and I was left unable to finish that project, but I kept things for a long time after that, even though I had no way of doing it. I'm finally ready to let go though, so yay for me. And I've got a big old bag. Now, I had two small suitcases in that pile. Unfortunately, I lost the footage of me going through the first suitcase, but here is the second one. Apparently, I didn't unpack this suitcase after taking a trip. I think this was from 2019, 2018, somewhere in there. Really sad, but I am looking forward to seeing what photos are on that memory card. And I emptied out the trash, and I'm going to donate that suitcase. In fact, I'm donating both of them. Okay, so I have cleared out all of this stuff, and now it's time to do some sweeping. This is one of my favorite parts, is clearing off the floor space here. And there was a lot of trash that had accumulated. It is by the back door, so the boys do track in, well, the boys and I track in dirt and leaves. Speaking of the boys, there's my little one headed out the doggy door. My little inspector, gonna come make his way back in soon. Now I am doing some mopping. My little cutie. Mopping up this area, and I figure I might as well mop on that vent as well, because yeah, that's been a while since that was cleaned. And there's this little other corner, and I decided to clean that out too because there's no better time, right? This basket was full of dog toys. I had this idea that I would put a bunch of toys into the basket and they would be able to come and get out whatever toy they wanted. Well, they didn't really do that, so that basket just languished in the corner. And I'm going to let a lot of this stuff go. I'm keeping those blue balls, which are my Cupid's favorite, but they never liked the texture of that bacon toy. So really, I'm keeping all of the ratty ones because those are the ones that they liked. And the newer ones, the newer looking ones, were the ones that I am donating. And so it's time to clean up this area too. To give you some perspective, I am standing right next to the TV, and that black thing that you see on the far left is the love seat that I unburied in Clutter Mountain. And that's right by the back door. And while we watch this finishing part, I just want to say that I can't even tell you how much your comments and your likes mean to me. I appreciate them so much. They really keep me going. This channel has grown so fast, I can't even believe it, but thank you. I am so grateful. All right, it's time for the results. So here we are with the before. And now we've got the after. I am so happy with this. And I actually used that lint roller on top of that ottoman. Found the lint roller in the mess and thought, you know what, let's go ahead and use that on the ottoman. I don't know if that ottoman will stay, but we'll keep it for now till I figure out what I want to do with that space, if anything. It's nice to have it really clear. Now let's take a look at everything else. Here are 4 bags of trash. One I took straight off the pile and just put it by the door. Next, we're going to look at what I am donating. Well, there's a big box of papers. Some boxes for recycling, and a bunch of stuff for donation, including the baskets and the bins and the suitcases. So I just don't need all of this stuff. I've got a different suitcase that I use now. Here is what I am keeping. There was also a little basket of stuff that I am selling, but that is subject to all of my selling stipulations, which is if it's not sold within a month, then I am getting rid of it. I need to put that light back on the wall. That is to help light the way for my boys when they go outside in the middle of the night to the doggy door. The books are for that little library. Now, here's what we're doing next. I have a very cluttered hallway in front of my bedroom door,